What's up guys, welcome to the Q&A. I decided I'm gonna do this outside because it's so nice out, and I hope it's not too windy. I've been testing my camera a while to see if the audio's alright, and it sounds alright, so we're just gonna get on with it and see how it goes. Alright, so for any of you guys who aren't yet aware, I had an Instagram Q&A. I posted it on YouTube, but I said to ask the questions on Instagram. So I'm going to be scrolling through my third to last photo on Instagram and answering your guys' questions. So I think I'll probably be able to get to most if not all of them in this video. So without further ado, let's do it. First question. How are you going about reversing after your show? From Sunderwood. Actually guys, I'm probably going to do a video a little bit more specifically on this, you know, the post-show, post-competition stuff, but basically I'm going to slowly add in calories. I am going to take like a post-competition cheat meal. Not going to go completely overboard and binge, but I'm going to enjoy myself. I've been dieting for many weeks, and yeah, after that, slowly reverse into a bulk. Nothing crazy though. Alexis J1112 says, what you eating for prep? Just curious, look great, good luck. Thank you, appreciate that. And as far as eating, I'm eating macros, so any food that hits that, 160 carb, 62 fat, 190 protein. I try to get 40 to 50 fiber, hit my macros, and yeah, I eat a lot of veggies, chicken, rice, rice cakes, oatmeal, cocoa powder, peanut butter, stuff like that. Official Georgino asked, what's my macros? Just said them. 160 carb, 190 protein, 62 fat. Kinda short, nice screen name, says, what is your ideal physique? What are you working towards? Great question. My ideal physique and what I'm working towards is maxing out my natty limit, guys. I want to build as much muscle as I can get onto this frame naturally. And I'm only 18, so I got some time to do that. Gillo Gonzalez. Looking good, bro. Thanks, dude. Do you take fat burners or are you just following macros? The only time I use a fat burner is when I need something that's like a little bit of a pick-me-up that will give me some energy. So right now I am using Super HD in the mornings. Instead of coffee, I'll just, you know, have a big shaker cup of Super HD with about 30 ounces of water. Really gets me going for the day. I don't believe that it's burning any extra fat. I just like it for energy, and it kind of kills your appetite a little bit, so that's a plus. Brockway Babe, longtime subscriber. How long have you been lifting and what got you started? I've been lifting in the gym, I'd say since my sophomore year in high school. What got me started though is different. I was actually working out in my room for a while. Started lifting with P90X, believe it or not. And I saw a little bit of results and I kind of got hooked. And I think initially, instead of results, what got me hooked was more so the endorphin rush. I did a lot of like cardio, fast-paced stuff, so I felt good after that. I was like, wow, I feel good after this. And then, you know, one day I was working out, I got a little bit of a pump, and I'm like, that feels pretty good too. So I kept doing it, and I kind of just fell in love. And then the results started to come, and been doing it since. It's Jason. How has social media along with fitness changed your life? All right, Jason. I'm not sure if you're trying to be a smartass or not. Social media, how has that changed my life? It's given me an opportunity to kind of come out of a shell, I believe. Ever since I moved to New York, I've been kind of enclosed in a shell just because I had to leave a lot of friends down in South Florida, and that was tough. But since I came up here, started lifting, and just recently started getting into YouTube and stuff, I feel like it's kind of helped me expand a little bit and develop my character. Danny John from Danny John Fitness asks, any other hobbies than lifting? First off, what's up, Danny? Glad you got a question in here. And yeah, I started playing guitar in about 2nd grade, but I haven't played in a long time. But I do hope to get back into that soon. I'll probably bring my guitars to college and try to get back into that. But aside from guitar, I played sports growing up. I played lacrosse, I was actually doing a lot of crew rowing the past 2 years. Like a year ago, those 2 years, my sophomore and junior year, basically. Well, the beginning of my junior year. And yeah, but pretty much just played sports growing up. And I like to go out on hikes around here in the mountains. Water sports are fun. Did a little bit of surfing in Florida, mainly wakeboarding and stuff like that. So sort of all around type of guy. Snowboarding here and there. Jaden Bartlett. Tips for macros / cheat days for someone that wants to lean down to 10 to 12% body fat who's stuck around 15. Yeah, well, macros, basically you want to start with, I said just start with calories. Get your maintenance calories. If you maintain on about 2,500, start out by just dropping a few hundred, so 2,300 or so. See how your weight progresses. If you don't lose any weight, maybe add in a little bit of cardio. If you start losing weight, keep it. Don't change anything. If you aren't losing weight, you can drop your calories a little bit more, mainly in the form of carbohydrates. And if you're losing weight again, you start losing weight, again, keep it. You don't want to change anything until your weight loss stalls. As far as cheat days go, if you're not competing, have at it with your cheat days within reason. If you don't have a set time frame that you have to get like shredded for, then yeah, you can have a cheat day and it will set you back, but you're not going for a set date or a set time period, so it doesn't really matter too much. This last year I actually cut down, and I only cut for like 8 weeks this past summer, and I was taking like a cheat day every single week, and I was still able to make progress. But if you're competing, I'd suggest try not to have all-out cheat days. What is your body fat percentage? I don't know. I don't measure it. I'd guess somewhere under 10, maybe 8. How do you feel if your dad has? How do you tell if your dad has rabies? If he's foaming at the mouth, that might be a nice indication. Nikki T, what's up, bro? Tips to stay fuller. Keep it up, Nick. You're killing it. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. Staying full on a cut, I'm assuming, because we should all be pretty full when we're bulking. In the gym, to stay full, make sure you get a decent amount of carbs before your workout. That'll help with energy also, unless you like to train fasted. But if you're dieting down, fullness is something that you're gonna have to temporarily lose and go without. That's just part of the fat loss process. Not in any insane amounts or anything, but you will have to get a little bit flatter to get leaner, just because your calories aren't gonna be as high as they normally are. Wave Dave, what do you do to keep the fat loss going when you can't lower your calories anymore? All right, well, if you're at a point where you can't lower your calories anymore because they're already insanely low and you're not shredded yet, you probably did something wrong along the lines of losing weight, and what that was probably lowering your calories too quickly out of the gate. And a lot of people do that because they get impatient. I cannot stress the importance of steady fat loss, guys. Steadiness throughout this entire sport. If you're going to gain, steady gains. If you're going to lose weight, steady weight loss. You're going to keep the most muscle that way. So if you can't lower your calories anymore and you still want to get off a few stubborn pounds, you could try adding in some high intensity cardio. That's been shown to actually have more positive impacts than low intensity cardio, or just increase your expenditure throughout the week as a whole. How often do you throw in a refeed? Once a week, once every other week, etc.? I've only had like 3 or 4 refeeds this prep. I basically took them when I needed them. Bro versus if it fits your macros diet from Uphold Fitness. Macros are on the top in terms of what's important, and right under that comes everything else. So your meal timing, your food choices, and stuff like that. As long as you're getting your micronutrients, your macros, your fiber, stuff like that, you're pretty much in check. Underneath that though, there are different levels of importance that entail things like when you eat your meals for optimal energy and stuff like that. Why did you start bodybuilding? What are the reactions from people around you when they found out? Also, are you single? Haha, tell us about your past relationship. Do girls react different now that you're muscular? Funny question. I don't really think girls react differently at all. Same things, guys. I mean, people really, they overestimate how much bodybuilding will help you with the girls. Yeah, having abs or arms, girls probably think that looks nice, but remember, girls think Justin Bieber has a nice body, so you don't have to lift too much to impress the girls. If that's your goal in lifting, then I don't think you're doing it for all the right reasons. But why did you start bodybuilding, and what are the reactions from people around you? I started bodybuilding because it was the only sport I found where I could constantly improve myself, try to be the best version of myself, and you're never done, especially as a natural athlete. You're never finished improving yourself. So that's something that I love because I'm always striving for more. And what are the reactions of people around me? My family, they're not unsupportive. They're not ridiculously supportive, but they've definitely grown more supportive over the years. And they actually are pretty supportive now as far as, my prep and everything like that goes. And all in all, it's not the most common sport, so you're not always going to get positive feedback, but do what you love, guys, and eventually people will respect you because you're being real and doing what you like, not trying to live your life for somebody else. Hazem Khalid, sorry if I messed up your name, dude, but what's up, dude? He has a YouTube channel. Check out Hazem Khalid if you haven't. Who would you pick as your coach for contest prep if you couldn't choose Christian Guzman? Brian Turner from Humorous Fitness. If I had a lot of money to spend, maybe 3DMJ or Lane Norton. But I like Brian, he's cool, we're friends, so I feel like that'd be a fun ass prep, me and him. Be just like Snapchatting him all day and shit, but yeah, probably Brian. Also, what's your favorite HIIT machine time split from Eat Well, Read Often? So high intensity cardio machine, I think is what they're asking. I've been doing my HIIT on the bike a lot. And as far as time split goes, I do 12 intervals. This is from AK3 Bood. Waist size, when did you start lifting? Do you consider yourself genetically gifted? My waist, again guys, I don't really take measurements, 30 inches maybe. That's usually what my shorts say. When did I start lifting? I answered that before. Started out with P90X when I was about 14. And do you consider yourself genetically gifted? Well, I think we should all consider ourselves genetically blessed if we're able to get up and walk and go to the gym every single day, because you never want to take your health for granted. That's something I know I'm blessed for. Do I think I'm genetically gifted though in terms of bodybuilding? I think I have a decent set of genetics that I can definitely maximize, but I also have a lot of weak points, and it just depends how you look at it. It's all relative. I mean, if you compare me to Jeff Side, who's more genetically gifted, he's only a few years older than me. And then you compare me to another kid my age who has been lifting for a year, then I might have decent genetics, yeah, but I don't consider myself like especially gifted at all, no. How many calories were you eating daily while on your cut? Well, I'm still on my cut. And what inspired you to get into bodybuilding? So what inspired me, I already went over that, self-improvement. How many calories? Right now, I'm on macros, but they add up to around just under 2,000, around 2,000 calories. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this Q&A. If you're able to get a question in and get it answered, thank you. Thank you for following me on Instagram. Once again, that's at the Aesthetic Natty if you haven't followed me yet. And I really enjoyed doing these, so I might do these more often. It was fun. I like to, it gives me opportunity to sort of share more about myself with you guys too, which I think is good for both of us. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. Really helps out. Comment below what you thought, what you'd like to see in the future, because I love getting back to each and every one of you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button now. Follow me along on my journey, not only to May 2nd, but after that when we start making gains. Anyways, guys, until that next video, I will see you then. Peace out.